In a surprising and concerning turn of events on Tuesday, U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem was rushed to George Washington University Hospital after experiencing what officials have confirmed was an allergic reaction. The Department of Homeland Security issued a statement shortly afterward, noting that Secretary Noem was transported to the hospital out of an abundance of caution. At the time of her arrival, sources say she was alert, conscious, and being closely monitored by medical professionals. She was accompanied by her security detail throughout the incident, and according to 3 sources familiar with the situation, she was discharged later that same evening. Though the episode was brief, it sent ripples through Washington, with many initially unsure about the severity of the emergency and what it could mean for the leadership of one of the federal government's most vital and far-reaching agencies. Kristi Noem, 53, is no stranger to pressure. A former 2-term governor of South Dakota and a U.S. representative before that, Noem has made a name for herself as a bold, often outspoken political figure with rising national influence. Since assuming leadership of the Department of Homeland Security, she has taken on one of the most complex jobs in the U.S. government. DHS is responsible for an extraordinary array of operations that directly impact the safety and functioning of the nation: border and immigration enforcement, airport and transportation security, cybersecurity infrastructure, emergency and disaster response, and the protection of national leaders through the U.S. Secret Service. It also oversees the Coast Guard in peacetime. In total, the department employs over 260,000 individuals, making it one of the largest federal agencies. Leading such a massive, multifaceted organization demands constant focus, resilience, and stamina. Although Tuesday's medical episode was managed swiftly and professionally, it momentarily highlighted the intense physical toll that such a demanding public service role can exact on even the most seasoned officials. Sources say Noem is now recovering well and expected to resume her full responsibilities without interruption, but questions remain. What exactly caused the allergic reaction? Was it food-related, environmental, or an unforeseen reaction to medication? Officials have not released those details, likely out of respect for the Secretary's medical privacy. Still, moments like these underscore the importance of emergency preparedness at every level of government, especially for those entrusted with national security. Noem's hospitalization was particularly notable because of her high-profile stature in both politics and the national media. Known for her sharp public persona and frequent appearances in the spotlight, she has often been mentioned as a potential vice presidential pick or future presidential candidate. Her leadership style is marked by directness and a tough-on-border security approach that resonates with many conservatives. Even a short-lived medical incident like this naturally garners public attention, not just out of concern for her well-being, but also because of the critical role she plays in safeguarding the nation. Fortunately, according to DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin, there is no reason to believe this health scare will affect Secretary Noem's duties moving forward. She's alert and recovering, McLaughlin told CBS News, noting that the response was handled with caution but without panic. Officials have also emphasized that there was no disruption to DHS operations during her brief absence, thanks in part to the agency's robust continuity systems. Nevertheless, the situation prompted behind-the-scenes discussions within DHS about the importance of health contingency planning for top officials, a subject that is rarely discussed publicly but crucial for operational stability. As Secretary Noem continues her recovery and returns to her full workload, this incident serves as a powerful reminder of how even the highest offices in government are not immune to unexpected health emergencies. In a high-stakes world where every decision can have national or even global implications, the human side of leadership can sometimes be overlooked. Noem's episode brought that reality back into sharp focus. Viewers can rest assured that, according to all available reports, Kristi Noem is safe, stable, and continuing to lead the Department of Homeland Security without delay. Still, this brief health scare will no doubt spark important conversations behind closed doors, not only about leadership succession plans, but also about the physical toll that constant national service can have on public officials. For now, the Secretary is back on her feet, and DHS remains fully operational. We'll continue to monitor her recovery and report on any further updates as they emerge. If you found this update helpful and want to stay informed about developments in Washington and national security, Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and we're here to bring you the facts behind the headlines. Kristi Noem, a former South Dakota governor and U.S. representative, has been serving as the Secretary of Homeland Security, a position that places her at the helm of one of the most expansive and critical agencies in the federal government. The Department of Homeland Security, established in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, oversees a vast range of security functions across the country, including immigration enforcement, airport and border security, cyber defense, disaster response, the Secret Service, and the Coast Guard during peacetime. With over 260,000 employees under her leadership, Secretary Noem is responsible for coordinating complex and high-stakes national operations on a daily basis. Her sudden hospitalization, although reportedly minor and precautionary, raised concerns within Washington and among the public about the continuity of leadership in one of the government's most essential agencies. The incident serves as a reminder of the intense physical and mental demands placed on cabinet officials who operate under constant pressure in roles that directly affect national safety. While DHS has assured the public that there was no disruption in operations and that Secretary Noem has resumed her duties, the scare briefly rattled observers who know how vital her presence is at the department's helm. For now, Secretary Noem is said to be doing well and recovering from the allergic reaction, though no further details have been shared regarding the trigger or nature of the allergy. As one of the highest-ranking women in the administration and a political figure with a growing national profile, any development regarding Noem's health is bound to generate widespread attention. Thankfully, this episode appears to have been quickly managed, with no lasting effects. However, it has underscored the critical need for health preparedness and medical readiness even at the highest levels of government. We'll continue to monitor her recovery and bring you any new updates as they emerge. Make sure to subscribe for continuing coverage of this story and other breaking news out of Washington.